Hello everyone, good evening and welcome to another Thursday night card class. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of watercolouring, and I have to admit my first one didn't really go the way I planned, so I'm hoping that tonight I'll have learnt from my previous one so that it will look half decent tonight. So if not, we will just delete the video and nobody will never know that I made boo-boos again. Now we were doing a little bit of watercolouring, and so I was going to put my nice new Stampin' Up t-shirt on, and I thought I'm going to be doing some ink splattering as well. It'll be just my luck that I splatter ink all over me. So I've decided to keep my daggies on. So I'm in my comfies. I should have put my pajamas on. We could have done some stamping in our pajamas. Hey Lois, hey Tracy, welcome. I'm just setting myself up so that we're all good. Hi Priscilla, how are you? So we're going to do a little Christmas card. Hi Samantha. I'm going to do a little Christmas cards, a little bit of watercolouring, hoping my technique works better than the last time I made it. So fingers crossed for me. I hope it goes well. Really quick notifications because we don't have too many of them, but we are still halfway through our online extravaganza. Hey Kim. So don't forget to go and check out. There's items in there ranging from 10 to 40% off. Hey Kelly. Oh, I've got everybody coming in. This is awesome. Fantastic. Better time slot, do you think? I'm feeling really but you know, it's the end of the day. It's nearly my bedtime. Rain last night. Oh my goodness, we had so much rain last night, and the power went off and it woke me up, and the power came back on, and then that woke me up, and then all the rain was waking me up. So feeling a little bit weary tonight, but we'll be good. We're not going to stuff up. So I'm going to try my technique on both watercolor paper and also on the shimmery white. So we're going to see how that goes. Hopefully, cross fingers, hopefully it goes really well. Okay, so we might as well just swing around and get stuck straight into it because I'm not one to waffle on. So let's swing you around and, oops, sorry, I always do that. Okay. Seriously, I need to untighten something here because I can't get my thing up. There we go. I've tightened up something. It's not good. Okay, zoom in just a smidge. All right, so I'm hoping that everything is working on my iPad as well, so I can see all your comments alongside me. Awesome. Okay, fantastic. I'll probably end up standing up. Okay, so beside me I have, hey Chris and Shirley, welcome. So I've got watercolor paper and I've also got some white shimmery paper. Okay, so the other day I did it on the watercolor paper and I was a little bit so this time I thought I might also try it on the shimmery and see how we go, and if it mucks up, then you know what, we just delete the video and no one will ever know. So let us start. So I'm going to do blues, and I'm going to be using Pool Party, Bermuda Bay and Island Indigo, which are my favourite blue combinations. So, and the other thing that I did the other day was I actually put re-inker into the lid, and I'm thinking it was really heavy in colour, and I'm not even going to show you my original card, so how's that? So what I'm going to do first is I've got a snowflake, and I want to have it just a little bit bigger than the snowflake. This is actually a card, I have to admit, I did see, yes Chris, this is what we did yesterday. Hi Anne, I have to admit I did see this card on Pinterest, and it was in another language. I think it was in German. It wasn't Stampin' Up, so it was somebody else's. And when I tried to click through to it to see if I could find some instructions, it just went to a blog lovin' feed and I could not find anything. So I have no idea how she did it, but this is how I'm going to try. So I'm just going to pop a drop of water down, and I think my mistake yesterday was also making it too big. So, because I want it fairly loose in colour. So, and fairly light. One of the ladies did hers really light and hers come out so nice. And I was like, oh man, I wish I'd done that instead. Okay, so we're doing Pool Party. And just going to chuck some colour down on that too. So a fairly watery one. You can't see what I'm doing. A fairly watery one. Oops. And I have to say that this shimmery is drying a whole lot quicker. I sort of, oh, see, I can just tell this isn't going to go to plan. I don't have a tissue. Oh yes I do, hang on. Okay, just got this horrible feeling that it's going to turn out like bleh. Which is always the case when you want to play. Okay, so next time I'm doing Bermuda Bay, and because these are drying fairly quickly, I'm actually going to pop a little tiny bit more water down and just sort of try and pounce that in. Sort of want a little bit more of a random watercolour look, not a square, but it's not happening for me. I think what these other artists do is they use the proper watercolour palettes, which give a really nice, because that's not doing what I want it to do. Okay, and then I want some splatter, so I'm just going to make a real watery one and just flick that on. And when you do the flicking, because I know that a lot of my ladies have issues with flicking like that, sort of like have a real defined clunk, like you can hear my clunking going on. It'll be fine, I'm sure it will. Maybe, because it's not really doing what I want it to do yet. Maybe if I put some splodges down on there. Let's see, maybe we can get it to work that way. Hey everyone, Amanda, Sue, Deb. We're making a mess here, and I'm afraid it's not going to be pretty. Okay, so now my last colour is, and we're going to open it like that, is Island Indigo. And again, just adding some water to my palette there. And just sort of want to touch it on there. Maybe I can do some drips in there as well. Oops, that could be a good thing. Oh, that's a bit better. Okay, and then I also want some more splatters as well. Hey Carrie. So splatter, splatter, splatter. You know what? I'm going to get my heat tool out and have a little set. See, that one's not looking too bad. Whoops. Until I go and shift it. Alright, let me get my heat tool out. So excuse the noise for a second. Try and spread it around a wee bit more. This just always happens to me. Why does it just happen to me? Why haven't I learnt not to do this type of stuff live? Because it turns out to be a big fat mess. A mess, I tell you. It turns out to be a mess. You know those cars that you see on Pinterest and you just go, oh my gosh, they're so gorgeous. Well, this is not it. you know, Lisa, I don't know that it is that exciting because it's not working out for me tonight. It's just not happening. Oh dear. Okay. Oh, see. Oh, dearie me. Let's use a clean one. All right. You know what? That's just gonna have to do. Look at that. What an absolute mess. Oh my goodness. Okay. We will move on. They're quick cards. If you can master this part, they're actually a fairly quick card, I have to say. It's not really... Anyway. Okay, so now I am using Night in Bethlehem, and I'm using my Blessed Christmas Wishes and in my indigo. And I'm just going to stamp Sentiment, and I better make sure that it's actually, yes, up the right way before we go stamping. Elephant head with his, oh, it does too, look. He's got a very short trunk and an ear going on. All right, trying not to get my head in the camera view because now my card's all warped and buckled. Tell you what. Oh, and you know what else I just forgot to do? I forgot to wipe the edges. Oh, phew. This one always picks up around the edges. Thank goodness for that. Thank goodness for that. Oh, I don't know whether the end result will look okay. So, apologies if you get one of my cards in the mail. And it's one of these. Here we go. That girl. Alright. Alright. What a mess. Okay. See, look, we're nearly finished anyway. Thank goodness for that. Okay, put that aside. Okay, so now that I've done them, what I have got is, like I said, I've punched out a Snowflake. Now I've punched one out of Shimmer and one out of Watercolour. So they will go like that on there, and I will, what will I do? Shall I glue them down first? I would really, really love to be able to put a dimensional on the back of them, but they are that small that I don't think even the mini dimensionals are going to fit on there. So I'm just going to do this down here, down the bottom of my thingy, because I've got a patch of sticky stuff going on. So I'm just off the screen at the moment, putting some glue on there with all the rest of my stickies. Okay. And then I think I've got the right one for the right one. And then, oh, no, I don't. Oh, oh, oh. That was close. That was close. Okay, so then we're just going to stick that down over the top. You know what would be really funny? I should go and take a screenshot of the card that I was trying to case and put it in here so that you can see how absolutely dismal this is. Oh gosh. Maybe I won't. Oh, see, it's one of those nights. I just tried to take the lid off my glue pen and it's already off. Now I've got glue all over my hand. So I hope you've all had a really good week. If anybody's questioning whether I've finished my card from the other week, no, I have not, because my eldest son broke his hand and I've been at doctor's appointments and hospital appointments, getting plaster and talking about surgery. So that ruined his basketball season, didn't it? Okay. So that's what we've got going on so far. And now I'm just going to set that aside to dry for a bit. So I've got sticky stuff all over my hands. I have got thick Whisper White cardstock, which is 10.5 by, what's that, 21? So yeah, I tried to, you know, I'm pretty darn sure that the reason that's not working is because they've used like proper water, you know, those really nice watercolor palettes that just blend really nicely, and yeah, so okay, so that's a square card. So that'd be a square card, and this be another square card. So it's a 10.5, if I can get that lined up. It's a 10.5 centimetre square card. And then I need some dimensionals. Yes, so the silly boy then had to go and do his Year 10 exams with a right hand in plaster. So you can do top fold or you can do side fold. I like to do top ones. Just take the backings off. Will I get there? It's still a little bit warped. You'd probably want to actually let them dry naturally and on their own. Okay, and then just pop that down. It's just so bad. Oh dear, it was better than what I did the other day. It turned out really bad. Oh gosh. I did one in pink as well. Actually, I might show you the pink one. Oh gosh. If you don't laugh, you'll cry, won't you? Yes, Chris, next week is the last Think and Learn for the term. I was going to try another technique, but I think I should practice it beforehand just to make sure it works. Okay. They are just woeful. It's not really. Oh, you know those, I could do a whole stack of those Pinterest fails. I'd be really embarrassed. You know, on Pinterest now you can try it and you can put your photo underneath it so that you can say, oh look, I've tried your card. Maybe not. Let me, do I dare show you what my pink one turned out like? I'm a little bit scared. Actually, where did I put it? Oh, here it is. It's really bad. It's really bad. But if you want to see a pink one, that's how pink one turned out. And I actually did put some sequins on that, and I actually put some Wink of Stella on my Snowflake as well. So you probably can't see it. It's very sparkly, but there's my woeful cards. Oh my gosh, that is bad. Bad. Oh, dearie me. How long have I been chatting for? Is it time for me? Can I sneak off now and hide my head in shame? Sometimes you got to see the things that don't quite work out too, don't you? Like them? Oh, well, I think like the idea was there, just not the actual execution. But the pink's pretty. The pink one was Pink Pirouette, I think. Flirty Flamingo and Berry Burst was that one. So the pink's not so bad. It's probably a little bit big. You know how sometimes you get it like it just waters out to nothing? That's what I really wanted, but it didn't quite turn out that way. So these two are on watercolour paper and that one's on the shimmer. Okay, well, I'm going to go. If anyone happens to try this, show me. And they might photograph okay. This one's nice and sparkly. It has got nice and sparklies on it. So anyway, I hopefully I will practice my next week's technique before I actually come on and do it properly. I thought maybe I could have a little bit of I thought the second time round might work a little bit better, but it obviously hasn't. So I'm going to trundle off now, and we will see you again next Thursday night at 8 p.m. So thanks for tuning in.